Good morning Gambia, and good morning to the other side of the world, good afternoon to the other side of the world, and good evening to the other side of the world. Welcome back to your favorite online talk show, A Cup of Tea Security at Kaddija. I am Kaddija, your host. Now today we're going to do the phase 2 of our entrepreneurship. So we're going to invite two young Gambians today on this platform to talk about their business and whatever they are doing. So we'll be right back after our first break. Thank you. Welcome back. Okay, then A Cup of Tea Security at Kaddija. Come to go on. Like today we're gonna do the phase 2 of entrepreneurship, and yes, I have young Gambians today on this platform to talk about what they are doing and what they are engaged in. So I'll let them to introduce themselves before we start the program. I'll start on my right side. So today we're gonna change the concept of saying ladies first, but today I'm gonna start on my right side. Welcome, gentlemen.
Okay, well, it's a very good pleasure being on this internet platform today. And my name is Geur. Okay, so I would like to introduce myself in order to free the minds of the people who are watching outside there as well. Yeah, so hence, Kayato knows a lot about me, but maybe the people out there don't know a lot about me. So my name is Geur. I'm an artist, but not the other type way of artist. So I do some paintings, yeah, and I sell them out probably online, or I can send them. Most of them can be sold. To people around me and all of that.
Yeah, thank you so much, Zakaria. For those who are watching, Zakaria happens to be my ex-classmate in SOS. So thank you so much. This is not the first time we're meeting. So I'm now turned on my left side. By the way, you look so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
So do you mind introduce yourself today here?
Good morning, viewers. My name is Hilda Savage. Most of you will be like, is it Hilda? Yes, this is Hilda from TikTok. So this is Hilda from TikTok. Yeah, I'm so happy to be here today.
Thank you so much, Hilda. So, Zakaria, to start the program, can you tell us what do you do, in a short summary?
Well, okay, most of the people who didn't know me, yeah, they will think that I'm a cement vendor. Yeah, but in another hand, the people who knows me as well too will be like, oh, this is like the artist, because currently I was in QTV for an interview with Youth Dialogue, and I know that most of the people didn't know me well. Yeah, hence I've been there for the first time, so maybe people will be so familiar to this face. Yeah, okay, I'm an artist. I do paintings, different kind of paintings. I do sculptures, graphic designs, canvas paintings, black and white, colored, and charcoal paintings, etc. So those are the things that I normally
get. What you trying to explain, that you're an artist in another way, not someone who is singing.
yeah.
Yes, thank you. Hilda, do you mind also telling us what do you do? What kind of business are you into?
Yeah, I'm into tailoring, fashion designing. I am a designer. That's why I came up today like this.
It looks nice and it suits you better. I'm waiting for mine too.
No problem. I am a designer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the name of your software?
It's Savage Designs.
Savage Design.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you. So
I am savage, so I do mention after myself.
Use
your
savage
design. Then hence it's design. It has something to do with art too as well.
And there's something about it, like it's savage design. So people are like, savage.
It's like kind of
the word savage design, so you see.
So yes, Hilda. So my first question is, why do you choose to venture into this kind of business you're doing?
Why do I choose to venture into this kind of business? Due to the working experience I had, it went to a stage where I said, I'll start working for myself. because when you work for yourself, when you are exposed, and also you realize the potential in you, and also the creativity has no limit.
That's very nice.
You understand? So you can create whatsoever you want. You are the boss. You are your own boss. So that's the reason why I went into it.
I guess everybody deserves to be a boss, right?
Sure, everybody deserves to be a
Which
boss.
is very right. Okay. So Zakaria, also, why do you also choose, despite you have another business that you're doing, but why do you choose to venture into artwork that you're doing?
Well, perhaps before you be an entrepreneur, you have to work under an entrepreneur first.
Yeah.
So I have to work with someone for him to give me the courage, the motivation, and the stigma for me to work for myself. Although I was not strong financially, but before I have to be strong financially, I have to be under someone who's going to help me, who's going to motivate me, who's going to correct me, in order for me to be in a position that I am today. Although I'm still working for someone else, but that doesn't stop me from doing the work that I'm doing. I have to create time for my work. It's not something that I choose, but it chose me. So now that art has chosen me, so I have to be my own art boss now.
Yeah, that's very right. So that will bring me to my next question is, Hilda, despite you have started already your fashion design shop, which is Savage, right?
Yeah.
So what motivates you to start that business? There must be someone, maybe a parent, a friend who motivates you, or maybe you have seen someone, a role model that motivates you to start this business.
The business into fashion design.
Yes.
One thing that motivated me was the love I have for fashion.
Okay.
I have big time love for fashion. I never liked fashion, like even when I was going to school. So my name school, my different in the way hang. Especially if we have the school parties, even our high school, you know, but my name is my almori mom, Jill Ben you create for them, you go to come on the team figure, you already
Yeah.
So the first thing was I have the love for fashion and design first, and also there's this fashion designer, Ajinde Awa.
Okay.
Like whenever,
a Gambian, right?
yeah, she's a Gambian. Whenever I go to her shop to go and collect my uncle's material, I was like, oh, I want to be like this woman one day. Like that woman really inspired and motivated me too. Because sometimes I would even tell her, one day I want to be like, and she'll be like, if you want to be like me, you have to work hard, you have to be disciplined, you know, this and that. So she was part of it, and the love I have for fashion and design.
Which is very great. Zachary, can you tell us what motivates you to pursue this business that you're doing?
Well, in my own point of view, I will not say that like it pursued me.
Okay.
You know, it's like a gift that's given to me. So when you have such a natural gift, it's not something that you have to teach. Hence, it's in me. So I just capitalize on it and say, yeah, as has chosen me. So I have to use that.
Absolutely, so comme wax nañ lu tax la moo leen motivé si ba ngeen dugal seen business bi bëgg naa tam Hilda nga wax ma tuuti parce que xam naa nekk ndaw dugal si business jafe na torop du ñàkk di nga am loo xamante ne ay problème yu siy dugal lan mooy challenges yoo xamante ne bii nga starté this your fashion design business lan moo nekk challenges yoo xam ne yaa ko face tamit.
Challenges yu ma nekk di face moom xam nga as a designer ñun yëpp xam nañ ne booy dëkk bi moom ñoo kat ñoo rul dëkk bi daal. nekk ma di wax ne rul la dëkk bi de waaye right now moom ñoo kat ñoo rul dëkk bi parce que léegi moom heavy at everything so I mean that day you are looking for a tailor to make you an outfit léegi it's like nit yi demaatuñ sa di jënd ready-made they will bring a ready-made photo and they want you to make it for them with African dresses. So the challenges I faced, one maybe I would say logistic and time factor. Because let me elaborate on the logistic area. Because sometimes somebody will come with a material and say, this is what I want. In Gambia, we are not that advanced. Everything has where it is. Like if you want this kind of fabric, you have to go to Serekunda, this side is there. Gambia, everything is mixed up.
Yeah,
so some of them will come with it and say, Hilda, this is what I want. And I don't want you to go because I want to keep my customer like customer service, customer care. So I will say, then I'll go to you understand? So I will go to Serekunda, I will go there, I will find it will not be there. Go to Banjo, the same thing. You will go to Emporium and you will not have it. So sometimes this is a big problem for me. And also time factor. Some people will come, Johnny, I want my material, I want it tomorrow.
People like me.
They will just bring their material and say, and they are customers, you cannot say no, I can't do it. So all I can say, okay, then I will try. So some of them will come and they will be disappointed and all that. So time and the logistic, and also I'm not very mobile because no customer ya masa te bu Anyway, nyari factors you know they are like the major problems I face. Yeah.
He don't know nek lo xamne dide ñaaka tamit ci customers because business dafa nek lo xamantene dafa yaatu. So you were expecting ku nekk, even people are different, you understand? So Zax, you tell me what are the challenges being started this artwork, like the challenges you can face your time.
Well, challenges you might face is so vice versa parce que do na xam nga fu mo ñëwé. You understand? Because ñun doomi adama yi sa suñu boppam we are unpredictable. You understand? Okay, the challenges that we normally face, especially when it comes to art, you understand? Like create a piece of work for someone, you understand? And you charge them and they're like, wow, this is very expensive. And you already communicate with them.
A big problem for
them. Like they will appreciate the work, but they are not willing to pay for it, you understand? And you know, we have financial challenges too as well. You understand? Financial challenges like it's a very big deal for the work too as well, because you need some expensive things to do your work. You understand? There's no about you won't have the work like the way you want it to be. Although you can just make one piece of work and sell it for $50,000. You understand? But how can you make it to be $50,000? You have to have the good the good materials to use, the good canvas, paint, the good brushes, and the good liners for you to be able to do the work the way you want it. So the challenges that we're facing currently is financial, and and most of the people are not willing to pay what the work is worth for.
That is very right. And I think here the problem about Gambians because most of them they would like to support you, but whenever they ask, when you ask them when you tell them the price, they feel like to run away.
Wow. Yeah, that's what guy.
Come last episode, we hung definitely the first interview of this entrepreneurship topic. We invite other young Gambians that we know challenges. So most of them point below the race more like highs when it comes to money,
when it comes to pricing.
Yes.
That's a big problem. The more I want to customer now. Boom,
why yeah, thank you. So that is the one.
The problem is it's very, very good. I'm very passionate to and nobody has a guys Guy fe among Bubu Sio, Lulu doing Korean, General Guy, I'm to give you three. Because most of them don't want to see you succeed. Understand? Most of them don't want to see you succeed. It's better putting them there for home for like
on the other hand, they haven't Gambian woman. They make it sell more Gambian. So don't also make a young person, chemo. Halela, wala dañ ko xeb wala xam nga dugal fi gay wala ki fa bëgg xaalis wala dara fekk comme exemple he is young he's so talented mun na ma paint man 100% waaye ma mun naa ñëw sama ne ki xale bi loolu ñu ki na to man Sénégal lay dem paint man nga dem Sénégal nga fay $200,000 just to have the title in Senegal la dem paint to because you don't have ne sa so waxee small paint to be Gambia lañu ko defal dañu la low class. Understand?
I think we have to be proud of ourselves, right?
That is it.
We definitely need to be proud of ourselves.
So say ni ne jadi ka wala kono ñu no balu Yesu kono ñu no balu. Sa boss nga wara defal je ka bala nga dem defal leneen. waaw yow xam nga ne ñëw booy dem ñëw li Sénégal. ak Hilda ñëw bu ma ñëw. ah yéen tam ban ñëw muy daax a ñëw bi.
bii
ñëw Sénégal fii la jógee.
su nekkee dañoo ut tey baax bu toog.
bu nga rek wax ne kii Sénégal laa ko ñëw. dugal ko Instagram bii moom waa di shop Sénégal.
But I think now that nit ñi change seen own perspective when it comes to like being proud of other countries than the Gambia.
Yeah.
Some of them now are changing that concept. They're gonna hear. So then continue like comment that you know first more download me ko ay.
Wow, yeah, muy gën a gaaw.
Yes.
Wow.
Then def lu ñu support ñi nga xam te ni ñoo ko moom suñu génnee si biir ñu proud of ñu say suñu doomi Gambien.
Wow.
Sakari suñu doomi Gambien. I think that is a very good thing. No, ay Gambien si ñu bëgg a dugal si business. Understand? So one of the thing no xamante moo leen nekk di jaaxle mooy like source of finance. Understand? So I would want you guys to tell me like we're gonna start a business with like source of finance, we can go and how like explain us the steps on baga commencer a business, because I know some people who are watching right now would want to start their own business and they will want to know how to get their source of finance here.
As I say, it's just about buying, making, and selling.
Yeah.
So it's very easy. You just have to find capital, like a certain amount of money that you think you can make at least 1, 2, or 3 things. You understand? 1, 2, or 3 canvas or 3 pieces of works. You understand? That you can make and sell to someone. Although never will come then I know like that, because my woman start like they definitely hand drawings. With Muna Masim like my logo, then Masim Coco.
Okay.
I understand. But then, people like, my close people will be motivating me. Like, this is a talent. They're going to come, you'll be doing it free, you're wasting your time, killing your energy.
Yeah.
It's a gift. Why don't you make it and sell it to them? So they go, yeah, that's a very good idea. Like, I don't just need to be putting it in a piece of paper. Let me try and make a frame. Yeah, I understand. My prime go then do some drawing on it. Then the first one that I did, I'm going for $5,000, and I was so surprised. So many wow. Okay, Lee Manxie spent about $1,500. Why have the business? It doesn't matter, but it doesn't matter. The more it goes, so the more it goes, the more expensive it becomes. So the guy is not a piece of work with. So I was surprised, man. Come even come on the mobile device. I'm not going to come. Leave 5,000 lagoje. So they go for pasta. Of course, it's not about, but someone goes from overseas. This is very cheap. Okay, then say that is no job. Wow. Then say 5,000 I have to go and make another 5 pieces of work in it. So that 5 pieces of work too helps me to boost. So then I had to speak to one of my uncle who is in abroad. So Mola, then he has to send me some private works, some canvas, so many materials. So thanks for the small gift that he has given to me. So now I get the last started, and now I'm here. So most of the people know me outside of the world and in the Gambia too. But the most important thing is I'm representing the Gambia. I'm not sure representing outside of the world.
That's very good. So couldn't correct from the started, right? So here's your time. When I start a business, you can tell us the source of finance, where do you get it,
Yeah. Like he was saying, Luneka the farm for or Kumase. Like some people are there, they give them the new and become muck. You how many where the person started it, you were like, you can't just go there like that, boom. You understand? You have to take the stairs. Because I'm the one, if you want to take the lift, then I'm the basic it's not the way. When you take the stairs, it's not easy for you to come down. Stage. Wow. So coming to your question, like I said, I was walking. I thought I was a teacher. Teach now, watching our school, them now teaching I started with one machine, gradually noonu laa nekkee di am xaalis bi ma jëndal ma beneen machine ma uti boutique ma nekk foofu xam nga mais tey yàlla ak TikTok tam ma àgg boobu la àgg nii tey waaw war naa wax dara si TikTok bi parce que foofu laa di advertise foofu di xam service design yu bëri
Everything starts from there.
everything
Yeah, which is very good. So my next question is like, what is hence you have started your business already? Obviously, working in challenges if you need, so mistakes will be allowed, right? So what is the biggest failure that has happened to you, and then what did you learn from it?
Well, it's definitely an easy question because no matter what, like, yeah, Kenya would yalla to start a business, and at the end of the day, you know, obviously for you. Yeah, Kenya would yalla no. Why come the lowest IQ experience was thing because it really stressed me off. I made a work worth $25,000 and I had someone pay for it for $15,000. So come again now, can I know much about it more? Or I don't know. You know, understand? It has been there for so long, has been there for so long. Then I need fun. So the only solution is to set it low and just have the the low thing that I have. Business more you know, you don't have to expect, to be posting every time, come every time, then I'm gonna post every time, then I'm gonna post. Sometimes you have to expect, come, accident can happen at any time, can happen. Can you waaye fu moo ñëwee no one knows so mun ngaa jënd dara tey nga expect ne comme ni si am moo nga am si loolu so noonu daal si ndogali yàlla la des daal
loolu leer na parce que du ñàkk business moom soo si dem always di nga expect always sometimes downfall di nga éegal si kaw wàcce Tilda, do you mind also sharing also yow tamit what is the biggest failure you nga starting sa business with, and then what did you learn from it your time?
Yeah, the biggest failure, in every business, there must be negative and positive, advantage and disadvantage. So, why the most important thing is you learn from your mistakes. Well, there was a time that I employed, so many people. I employed people that were like I could not afford to pay them.
Okay.
You understand? And that didn't happen because the work was so much that when I was trying to satisfy the customers, neglecting my own side. So Madam employed people that it was too much that I employed more people, and then when it was time to pay, I paid them all off, and I was like zero. Man, not talk like hang is not good for a business.
Yeah.
Nobody is doing a business for you to lose. Everybody's doing this so they can get profit. So it was one of something that I was a big mistake, but after I worked on it, I learned from it. At the end of the day, it helps me because when I put on that mistake, I won't be able to know what to do. So that was one of my big mistakes or failure, you call it.
Yeah. So okay. Now I want to ask you this: as you are a fashion designer, now what would you advise for a young Gambian who is watching right now, who want to venture into this business? What advice will you give to him or her?
The advice I would love or like to give to someone who wants to venture into fashion and designing is number one. Something that I did not get that I would want, that is very important when you are going into fashion design, is to make sure you know how to sew. So, a fashion designer, the first thing you should know more than now. Man, I didn't have the opportunity because the London school, they have one from where I tipsy, where I come more now. Kaddija now, yeah. The most important thing, more than the wow. If school, you know tomorrow you're going to be a fashion designer. The first thing you should do. So watch a school. Make sure you create time for studies. While make sure because number one thing, business is the far flows here because because right now easy with Gambia so buge am ñawkat sax ñawkat ñu gina mo hajan Gambia ñawkat ku gina mo hajan te ñawkat ha ñawkat dafa mo hajan so ba ñawkat bla hajan fekk yow mo nga ñëw so you have to know what you are going into So that is the advice I have for you. And from there, life goes on. So parents are young, we have nekku ñi ko mëna tok ci office bi nga xamne man mom ci fi la bëgg dem, then you could go and start it step by step, like I said. You don't just go, you don't have to go through the lift, but go through the steps. Like I did.
That's a very good point. So why always sorry buga def dara mu nekk ci yow jéema la xam lan la.
Yeah.
Fii la war a stade, fii la war a doole. Nga gis ne doo si mën a am benn tappale tamit su duggee si business bi. Zakaria yow tamit mun nga ñëw jox advice ki nga xamante ne mooy Gambians, because I know now young Gambians now they want to venture into this kind of entrepreneurship. So they will, maybe one of them is watching right now. Ko xel bëgg na def fi arts yi fi drawing nii pour moom tam mu xam where he or she should start. Yow la mooy sa advice yow tamit.
Well, my advice can be education. Which is very important. Yeah, parce que just because you're an artist doesn't mean you just have to be good at the practicals. You understand? So being an artist, you have to be very good at the theory first. You understand? You have to be very good at the theory. And so by the theory, then you can go to the practical side of it. Like you have to be good in both sides. You know, when it comes to our objective and the theory side of art. You understand? So that's the advice that I have for the people watching me out there, especially the young ones. Understand? Art is something very like, you know, you have to love it. You understand? And when you want to go further with art, you have to know, you know, the criticisms of it and the things that are being valued of it too as well. So you know, it's not easy though, but in order for you to take these steps, you have to create time for it. You understand? Time, not like an answer. So when you have time,
so you have to have patience.
Patience and commitment. You understand? Patience and commitment. Always give yourself to it. So committed is about part of it. Then hopefully you will get to the place that you want to be.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Zakaria. So this will bring us to the end of the program, but yes, I have so many things, fun things coming up. We will take another break and then we'll be right back. Thank you. Welcome back. So as I said before, we're gonna have like fun questions to ask my guests on this platform today. Yes, sometimes it's very good to digest the mind. So I'll start from Hilda. Hilda, after the program, I know you have to digest your mind now. Free, relax. So the question is gonna be very easy, fun question, of course. So the first question is, when last did you? We want to know when last did you?
When last did I? Today.
Okay, so we want to know details in details. What was?
Oh, okay. When last did I? When I was on my way coming here, someone called me and I have to be somewhere anyway. So someone called me and say, "For nigga, my kid, my baby,
So that is like, and like that is common to all of us. Some people like will be lying on his bed and say, "I'm coming on my bed."
That's what I mean.
People are coming doing that. And sex also, the next question is, when was the last time you cried? Like you cried.
Yeah, when was the last time I cried? I think that's probably gonna be a long time ago. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a long time ago. When my mom was about to travel for her first hike. Yeah, then on that day I was so emotional, so I had to drop some tears in
Yeah. Anyways, I wasn't expecting that though.
So, people, do you mind also telling us when was the last time that you cried too?
Why do you have to bring that to your back?
No, I think we want to know because like women are full of emotions. When I was crying, actually when I was crying, I was in, it was
I don't want the person to know that I was crying for him or her, whatsoever.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to say that.
Let's move to the next question. Hilda, what is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear in life.
Yeah.
My biggest fear in life is my husband to marry a second.
So that
That's my biggest fear in life. I don't want Guya. You don't want Guya. Wow. When was the last time you cried? Every minute, every second, I'm going to do it. Wow, I don't want Guya. So that's why it's my say. I'm not doing social media platform. So, that's my biggest fear in life.
Okay, Zach, okay, hands you are on this platform. A cup of tea is Kaddija. Now I want to ask you this question. Tea or coffee? Which one do you prefer?
Coffee indeed.
I should do not, right? Because this is like I'm offering you a tea, a cup of tea. Now you're telling me that you are you choose to.
Well, this tea that you just gave me right now is just awesome. It's like a great tea, and I didn't even know which kind of tea it is.
Yeah, because everybody said that.
It's a different tea. But if I have this tea,
okay, now I think you should ask him when was the last time he just.
But I don't know. But this tea,
this
tea is a pretty unique tea, so I don't know which kind of
what
tea
did you
is
know
this.
this thing? I should really want to say how you did.
Yeah, of course I did. Like this is my first check. This is the second one I'm taking. So I don't know for the coffees outside, and I don't know for the teas outside. But this tea with Kaddija is awesome. Yeah, but I prefer this tea with
So
give me a competition.
I change because I'm content about my this tea is.
yeah, this tea is unique. Like V1 is pretty unique. Like so, I mean, I'll be taking it every day than coffee. But the teas outside, coffee is better than that. But this tea is better than all the coffees outside.
So can you Heather, the next question is what is the worst thing that has ever happened to you and it's funny? Turns to be funny to you.
The worst thing that has ever happened to me and turns to be funny. I have so many worst things that have happened to me and then turns to be funny. Because I'm a small mama here. Everybody knows grandma. And people are like, hey, I'm a grandma.
Hey,
Grandma. So this is about when I was going to school. Like the worst thing that has ever happened. My internet, my other party. I can tell me school more party. Yeah. But so mom do from my inner love. I come Magina now and then as my party. Last time I just did I just my child them. Take me and I hang a decorative because I call them for the mouth that she will hold her. I'm just over the party. Money is do a job good of you. Take this mom and for bad child city. Hello, so bad child city. No, not house in this fire. Small one neighbors, and I got a I'm secure, usually you couldn't have you really got to look at it like a house, good, like so small mama definitely get out of a moose there. I will get a figure out.
That is a very good lesson. Thank you so much, Grandma. Zachary, do you mind also sharing something that has happened to you, the worst thing, and then the which turns to be funny too?
Well, okay, so when you go to that point, so many things are never happened to me.
Yeah.
But at that very point, it used to be something very carao. But at the end of the day, come so they go explain that they are funny and all of that. So like once more it was the man of Suway, yeah, I understand. This was a disrespectful thing and blah 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 blah. So I had to fool my mom, tell the book on hey, so dama génnoon waaye police yi ñoo ma jàpp so comme duma mën a ñëw kër for 2 to 3 days parce que nag ma yóbbu ko ak ma Allah I made a very big mistake comme su ma yaay mooy wax waaw comme hey dafa dem xool suma oncle yi yëpp man lu lay gis rek mooy su sama gars yëpp ñëw taxaw suma roon so xam nga man dama wax surprise them corona, if you're full of, so it has to be something very kind, but at the end of the day, it was fun.
Yeah,
So the life is like, and then it was very funny. Yeah, come. But then it was very serious. I didn't even go outside. It was. Well, I guess the bad it was very serious. While living in, I guess the consumer to get some alcohol. And I guess out there. Of course, they did. Even they was that Marlboro this year. So that is like
Okay, all day one girl into a family meeting, right? So okay, the last but not the least before we close before we get door. So here's like, can you tell us hence getting some more here? When last did you stay from your grandma?
So mom, switch stories, so like still in your family. Why when last I stole from her? Mom, you saw the same size. Mom only was size. So guys, you couldn't get only that. Don't mommy out. You couldn't get only wow. So that is you move like profitable. There's even better flatters.
So what's going on you?
Wow, Lola,
grandma, so for attack.
You black shoes, let me take a more.
Okay, you tell me when last did you stay from your mom or your dad, anyone in your family?
Well, okay, my mom has always been a single mom for so long.
Okay.
So come if since what time I had them now she is the one who have always stayed with. So I guess no come. Yeah, like right last I can't really remember why come when I was going to school, you know, from time I'm trying my best. Man moom lu nekk sax naa ko su ma moo jaay yëpp dama jël rek après ma di fay ala fay
yaa ngi profité xam nga dañu dañ laa ñëw rek si yow tam kañ nga last one ngeen bëgg a xam
ok naa leen ci opportunité naa ask me any question.
Ok. So ban moo nekk last one last check last
check it was last check not today yesterday jël naa gerte bi ma lay
yaa ko dégg nag.
That's ma su ma fay dara gerte bu nga jël ma ne ko yaa man.
Yaa ko su génnee rek na fay xaalis bi gerte.
I just want to, one of the only question that I have to ask.
Yes.
I just want to know the secret behind your tea.
My secret behind my tea is okay. Come have like black let's say Africans they mean the nan like long heavy. Même su nekkee ataaya la sax dañuy buggal loo xam ne dafa thick.
Wow.
So what is so special on my tea is that the more I have tea, more dafa heavy. I prefer it to be light, understand?
Yeah.
So maybe more that I'm gonna tea you don't feel like they heavy. You don't get juice or something like
juice. I don't understand that.
Yeah, a light tea. I prefer having a light tea because I'm inviting people.
Yeah.
You don't know who prefer a heavy one or a light.
Me, I prefer a heavy one, but now I have a light one. I'll just manage.
Next time, I'm a tea program.
Imagine that, Kaddija, we invite this to come on. Imagine tea to bar. No problem. Then I'll manage.
So thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate getting your this platform. We just hear whatever you guys are doing, which is your Zax King, how much money that we art business. Hilda, who is like the CEO, CEO of Savage Fashion Design. Thank you so much for coming on this platform. So I'm more saying Tagato before you take the hands on my program today.
Well, first of all, I will say thanks to the people who motivated me. Yeah, parce que ñoom laa mën a wax ne comme da ngay jërëjëf trop. You understand? Although gay dimbali ma financially, why the words that they gave me, the motivation, loolu moo gën a am solo si doomi aadama. You understand? Bu ko discourage no, parce que soo gisee nit he is on track, da nga ko war a motivate. So especially my mom. She's my hero, you understand? She's the one who has always been there.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mommy. So who xamante ne bëgg na am li nga xamante ne ngay def like nga drawal ko wala nga paintal ko naka la moo def ba jot si yow?
Well, I have some social media platforms via Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat too as well. So they can just link me up there at Zakaria Silla.
Zakaria Silla.
Which is
Just
Facebook.
Zakaria Silla.
Yeah, which is Facebook, and Instagram is Zach.at11. Zach.at11. And they can reach me up on WhatsApp too as well, which is 3388112. And don't forget to add 00220, please take out the gap for the people who are outside there.
Yeah, what is the number again?
3388112.
So get the guy and call him.
3388112.
Because I'm nice. I'm expecting mine too.
No problem.
So, yes. I'm here that you're telling them, see, I'm tired of me, I'm telling them, I'm Gambian. But by the way, so Sansemi, mashallah, Rakana, the Bugana of Mokan Mosija.
Jërëjëf Kaddija. So sa bidaa savage design ñoo si jaar. Pour ngeen savage design rek nekkul ku STM. Naa si TikTok bi naa ngi gis
Waaye ngay gis bu neexee yaa ngi wane di
waaw every time maa ngi wane di showcase rek. Savage design moom yu baax rek yu oyof yu toog la ñuy def. Suñu defee garab nga fa ne garab ko bi moom. Naa nekkul baat rek lañ doon. Suñu defee dëgg ngeen waaye dëgg bi toog na di def la ba nga ne waa bii moom. noonu la ñun savage design noonu lañ doon def yu baax. So thank you so much. Thank you everybody. Thank you so much for watching this program. And also, a big thanks goes to my TikTok people. So let's on TikTok. TikTok be more than so TikTok people
I'm lost at
like seriously, they asked me to give me a video. So thank you so much, Gambia. Thank you so much, TikTokers. Gambian TikTokers, you are the best. I love you so much and keep it up. Next week, I'm going to credit. Kaddija, Marco, fees and program. Thank you so much.
So I'm going to comment on the book and I'm going to follow some number at location because of them.
Wow, I'm going to follow the name. Nice. Good name. Kuku la wale para kwa nice league. Lower def. Mwana na ngora download TikTok. Kuna case close. Mwana na TikTok.
Kok lain lama na.
Wow, kasi kalau kayak jadi apa bah? Saya ada nama bluff. Saya mau bluff. So small shop ibu ngi at code 2. Small number is 287-3992. Wow.
Thank you so much, Hilda. Thank you so much, Zakaria, for creating this time to come on this platform. You can see us guys, thank you for watching, and also don't forget to subscribe on my YouTube. Just type a cup of tea, Kaddija, then you will see the YouTube page. Then you subscribe. Go to our Facebook, Instagram, and follow you for
actually TikTok.
Yes, and we also have a TikTok account of it. Boom is my name, which is there. Kaddija Baba. You can just type there and listen some of our videos. You have to the thank King Hamilton on behind the scene, Usman Wari, the cameraman today. Thank you so much, and also thanking my big thanks to Usman Get here how much editing and also doing all these videos. So thank you guys so much. With inshallah next Saturday with another interesting topic. Bye bye.